Good evening, viewers. Welcome once again to this show, and I'm your proud host, Zaki Chris, and we are having another guest in this building.
Yeah, our dear viewers, Henry Muwombi is my name. I fellowship with Back to the Word Ministries. I have a church in Iganga district, and that's where we're coming in from. In the Elgon region, I'm a born of Sironko district. Yeah.
Tell us about music. When did you really get this inspiration to start doing music, and why do you do it?
Yeah, I think it's an inner feeling, but which is built with time. If I'm taking way back, I admired, actually, I have a brother whom I admired so much. The way he would bring the majority of people outside there, the way he does it is by names of Kawiso Rogers. We grew when we were young. These are our elder brothers.
Yes.
And he has been leading worship, so many worship nights and the praise and crusades. So I admired that from him, and the way he would drive the hearts of many to God. He really inspired me, and I got closer to him than being a brother. But now this time with a target of impartation from him.
How long have you so far been in music since you first started recording?
I think from the time of admiration of his way of worship, I think my heart was taken in music. That's about from 2006, way back.
Oh, right.
But it took me, of course, time. Actually, even my first record, he inspired me to do it. That's around 2008.
2008.
Yeah, that's when I did my first recording. Yeah.
What is your stand in music so far according to the music you have done? Like, where do you find your audience apparently? Like, your music, where is it listened to? Which people listen to it? How does it move?
Like the one I have is we always flow. Majorly, I have made some tracks in English. And some in Luganda, majorly, and Lugisu. So my target is I target the entire world because it's more than music. To me, it's more than music. It's actually another ministry that we translate the gospel that we hear and what we read in the Bible into music, because people like my village mates would love so much to hear the gospel through music, because I know people outside there admire music so much.
True.
And the only way for us to capture that audience is through music. So my target is worldwide, but first I think it's my people within the Elgon region and within Uganda. That's my first target.
Yes.
Yeah, because if my people can get transformed first, I think we can get outside there. Yes.
According to you, what are some of the things you have seen in the gospel music ministry that you think they are not appropriate?
First of the kind, I know that every gospel minister outside there has a calling upon his life. That's why he ventured into that direction. In this music industry, more so in the gospel talent side, we expect that people would be ministering to the souls, the yearning souls. But as the ministers of late, what has made me perhaps maybe not enjoy so much most of our gospel music is that with the musicians, the gospel, the worshippers, the praisers who would lead the majority to love this, have, I think, been attracted with the element of money. I don't know that because of how much we put in during recording and video shooting. I know that may affect us, but first always it's one of my prayers that God would use every little resource I have to minister to people. Money is good, but I think money is not first. I take it as a lubricant of what we are doing.
Yes.
But our major call and the first of all is to minister to that soul. So I think of late what has majorly pulled me out is there are two things. One is the value people put so much in money than the music itself, than that soul they are ministering to, and the intention of the worship or the praise they are making. And the secondly is the addiction of the world nature into the music system with the intention of capturing the congregation. I think if we remain loyal to God and to what we are called to do, God will bring these people.
According to the songs you have done,
yes,
maybe you give us a simple a cappella chorus of the song. Let us hear a sample of the songs you have done.
I've made a number of them, and they all work for me.
Yes.
Perhaps this reminds me to keep the journey.
Yeah.
Mpanirira.
Yes.
I think that one keeps me on track.
Yes, give us some of the chorus of Mpanirira.
Mpanirira? Okay.
Yes.
Mukama nzize mpise mu luyimba ddya twatandika bangi olwaleero ndaba tusannawo. That is it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. So what do you find challenging in this ministry?
One, as I earlier said, it's a challenge on the other side of what compromises our standard, but equally it's a challenge to us who want to feed the majority. One of the biggest challenges to you have a good song, you want the entire community to hear it, but now the problem is promotion. How can we get this good song
to be heard
to the majority outside there? It becomes a big challenge because when you go to any radio station or a media, you want to publish this, they will ask for money. Definitely they will ask for money. So I think that's a challenge in the gospel industry because we need a lot of money. And maybe perhaps I would utilize this chance to tell our viewers outside there that let them be also good to us. Let them come up and support this.
Exactly.
Because it may not be to your best, but I believe we can get there.
That's
so
true.
The monetary part is a challenge. And perhaps another challenge is to keep the track. It's a big challenge to keep that standard that this day you're still on track. The way you began yesterday is the same today and forever. Living outside there what we are. It's a challenge. You see, our viewers may testify to us that many times we are human. That's what people don't know, that we are human. We are also outside there being caught up. We may want to do to your expectation, perhaps keep the line, but at times the challenge is there are times when we are also pulled down. But it's my prayer, and if you pray with us, we shall get there.
Apart from doing gospel ministry, what job do you do, or what kind of business do you run?
By God's grace, I'm a medical worker, and where I think also I'm also handling the flesh. So when you're sick, please visit us. I'm working with Mbale local government.
His phone number, check it on the screen below. You'll have it. And
that's what we do. You can reach out. I'm a medical technician, so we can talk much in that field.
You as a gospel minister, as a health worker, as a preacher of the gospel as well, what kind of advice would you give to a youth outside there?
Thank you. I think our dear youths outside there, I would begin with this phrase. My pastor, Apostle Fred Sempija, tells us that the person will give more to your ears, okay, will always control 99 of you. And that one, to me, I take it as the role model. It is very, very good to have models in life. A life that you're running but you don't have an example of it, it is always difficult. And as we promise to become models to you outside there, I would also encourage you, keep the line of your ministry. Music industry is broad. Just know your calling. Know your calling and stick to your calling. Don't mix callings. It will be hard for you to be known. And besides that, I think the youth, we should also give our time so much, because in the youthful stage is very difficult. But we need to give more time to one God. If we're in that church, let's be real members of the church. And what takes us to be members is to be fully participatory in every section of the church. And then two, let's also have a mindset of work. If you don't work, it's going to be very easy for anybody to swindle you out. Even if you're a musician. But if you're not working, it's going to get you hard to get these records down, because I think that's what God gives us in Genesis. He talks about work. When we work and have the money, we shall not be swindled by anything, but we shall keep in our line, because God will be our providence. We shall have the money, we shall have the talent, we shall have the word. You see, there is copying, but you're copying from no background. But when we copy from our pastors, who give us, of course, I'm speaking really pastors who have that good foundation.
Yes.
And we stick to them. And let's consult. What's killing the youth nature is competition. We come up wherever, whether I'm still young or old, I'm competing with whoever comes.
Yes.
Like I can say I have producers. And luckily enough, I have my producer here. I cannot come out to compete with my producer. I can't compete him out. There are things that I believe you know that I don't know. And equally happens to me. So let's not compete with the people who would even help us.
Yeah.
If one has done it best, I don't see it bad for me to come and ask you, where did you have this record from?
Yes.
Who made this record? What did it take you? So that I can begin now working on the account of how it takes you, not the account of the production out, but I want to see behind the scenes.
Yes. Thank you so much.
It's my
One, thank you our viewers for keeping up on this channel. Remember, this show is sponsored by Zahara Sport, the best food sport around town, and we have Raise Music Melody, where you can take your children and elderly people to learn music. We also have T1 Records, where you can come and record your music from. We have the Umugobero Media Group. These people work a lot on promoting gospel artists and branding them. And then I'm not forgetting Tendo Radio, which has been so supportive to this program. Thank you so much. We are so grateful. Thank you for keeping at this show, and we hope to see you next time.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
You're looking for a place to have your meals from? Welcome to Zahara Spot for beef pilau, chicken pilau, local foods, fast foods, lasagna every Sunday. We also do delivery. Call the numbers on the screen to make your order now. Zahara Spot, home of taste.